What is up, guys? It is Ricky with RapscallionGaming coming at you with some more HaloReach gameplay / commentary. And today is a very exciting commentary for me today, guys, and I'm sure it will be for you. It's all about Halo 4 Specializations and Armor Mods. Now, Halo Waypoints just came out with an update today telling us a little bit more about what exactly they are. You know, they've talked about Specializations and Armor Mods before, like at the press conference they had at Comic-Con just a few weeks ago. And, you know, nothing was really, you know, said about it in detail. But today, or I don't know when exactly this was, the 15th or the 16th, one of the two. But yeah, I want to talk to you guys about what it is in detail. Basically, you have 8 specializations in Halo 4. Now, basically, the way that you get them is Halo 4 is going to have a 1 through 50 ranking system, which is freaking awesome. 343 has really listened to the fans, and it's going to be just so awesome to have 1 through 50 ranking system back from Halo 3. However, it's not over yet. Once you get to level 50, you're going to gain access to specializations. Now, there's going to be 8 specializations in total. However, you're only going to have access to 2 of them at first. Each of these 8 specializations have 10 levels of their own that you can rank up in, but once you pick a specialization, you're going to have to level that one all the way up before you can choose another one. And on your way to level 10 in that specialization, you're going to unlock new visor colors, new weapon skins, new armor skins. But once you reach level 10, which is the max for it, you'll be granted access to what are called armor mods, which I'll explain here in a minute. But first, I want to go over the list of specializations that you're going to gain access to. Now, like I said before, you're only going to have access at first to the first 2, which are going to be called Wet Work and Pioneer. But I'm going to go ahead and go over to the rest of the list as well. Not only do you have the Wet Work and Pioneer, but you also have Engineer, Tracker, Rogue, Stalker, Pathfinder, and Operator. Now, the first one on the list is Wet Work. And I'm going to read kind of verbatim what 343 has said about it, and then I'll tell you in my own words what that means. Now, Wet Work is Spartan optimization for stealth operations, which focus on the elimination of an enemy target with the goal of leaving no tactical footprint behind. So, essentially what this is saying is that once you level up to level 10 and get your armor mod, it's kind of just giving you a hint as far as what it's going to entail. Now, what the armor mod that Wet Work is going to give you is called the Stealth Armor Mod. Now, this allows you to be quieter on the battlefield, kind of like Ninja or Assassin in Call of Duty, and also your assassination animations are going to be a lot quicker. Like in HaloReach, anytime that you use an assassination, like you were out in the open, and it was very easy for somebody to, you know, pretty much just pick you off. However, with this Stealth Armor Mod, it's going to basically be a quick stab, and you know, you can just go on about your business. Is basically what that's saying, and that's really cool. I definitely dig that idea. I'm always like a stealthy kind of player. Now the next one is Pioneer, and it says it's Spartan optimization for deployment into uncharted hostile territories such as uncolonized worlds or Forerunner constructs like Requiem, which is the planet that Halo 4 campaign is going to take place on, and for the purpose of gathering, relaying information. Now, the mod that this gives you access to once you reach level 10 is called the Fast Tracker mod. Now, this allows you to rank up faster. Like, essentially, you'll gain points in multiplayer when you get headshots, or you know, even in Spartan Ops, you know, the points you get for what you do in the game. However, once the game is over or the match is over, it'll give you points. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work out, but it's going to give you extra points so you'll be able to rank up faster. It's essentially going to be double XP, not necessarily double XP, but you know, it's just going to give you pretty much extra experience points so you can rank up faster. Now the next one is Engineer, and it's Spartan optimization for the subversion, repair, and reconstitution of a wide range of technology, including Covenant and Forerunner complex networks. Now, the armor mod that this gives you access to is the Drop Recon Armor Mod. This one is actually pretty cool. I can definitely see a lot of more MLG or competitive players using this. Essentially what it does is, in Halo 4, whenever, like, basically power weapons like the rockets and snipers, they're not going to be in specific points on the map. They're going to come in ordnance drops randomly around the map. And what this allows you to do is see what and where these things are going to be before anyone else does. So that can definitely give you a tactical advantage. You can go ahead and make your way to where it's going to be and go ahead and pick that up, as opposed to you just coming upon it by chance once it does drop. So that one is actually really the next one we have here is Tracker. This one is Spartan optimization for long-range target tracking. It says transcontinent and off-world, particularly in scenarios where conventional tracking has failed or such a substantial time has passed that the trail has gone cold. Now, once you reach level 10 in Tracker, you're going to gain access to the Requisition Armor Mod. Now, what this allows you to do is like an Infinity Slayer and in any other type of Slayer that allows you to get an ordnance drop. You'll use the left, down, and right arrows to basically pick what you want. Like it's like a random set of weapons and upgrades. Like it could be like a Needler, what is that thing called? The Scatter Shot, or it can even be an Overshield. But basically what this allows you to do is, if you don't like what you see, just hit up on the D-pad and it'll give you a fresh new random 3 slot of weapons that you can choose from. It may not necessarily be better weapons, but you'll have different choices than what you had the first time around. So that's kind of cool, actually. I like that. The next one is Rogue. This is Spartan optimization for single operative missions, which require a lone Spartan to be deployed on their own for incredibly long durations of time, even years if required. Now, once you reach level 10 in Rogue, it's going to give you the Stability Armor Mod. Now, basically, what this allows you to do is, say if you're zoomed in on like the DMR or the sniper, once somebody shoots you, it automatically takes you out of zoom. But what this allows you to do is take a couple more hits, and you'll still be able to be in zoom, which is kind of cool. These are all kind of cool. I say that after every time, but they're awesome. The next one is Stalker. Now this is Spartan optimization for target shadowing missions, which require tactical invisibility despite operating in an extremely close range to the target itself. Now once you reach level 10 in Stalker, this gives you access to the Nemesis Armor Mod, and this is pretty much like the Revenge Death Streak in Modern Warfare 3. Basically it will show you where the last person who killed you is, and you can kind of use that to get revenge, or kind of use it to your advantage so you can use it to call out to your teammates where exactly they are. Now the next one is Pathfinder. This is Spartan optimization for deep, unconventional deployment within unknown enemy territory and with little to no assistance from command. This gives you access to the Gunner Armor Mod, and what this allows you to do is allow to fire turrets on Warthogs, Wraiths, Scorpions, etc. For longer without it overheating, and it also allows you to move faster with detachable turrets, so you can use it on the offense as opposed to just defense. However, you're still not going to be able to sprint or use your armor abilities while you're carrying the gun. Now the last one we have is Operator. This is Spartan optimization for the operation and control of a wide range of vehicles, including space, air, ground, and get this, sea. That's right, sea. So that right there was a little subtle hint that there are going to be some sort of boats or something on the water in Halo 4, which is awesome. Awesome. Now the armor mod that you get with Operator is going to be called Wheelman Armor. Now what this allows you to do is basically, with overcharged plasma pistol shots, that affects the vehicles for a less amount of time. Your vehicles are more durable over a longer period of time. However, you can still be jacked out of the vehicle, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult for people to do that to you. Now this is so much information and so much awesomeness in such a little amount of time. Man, I'm so excited for this, and I want to know what you guys are excited for. What are you excited about armor mods? Are you excited about specializations? Or are you kind of bummed out about it? You know, is it a little bit too Call of Duty for you? You know, I can definitely see that. But let me know what you guys think. I'm really interested to see, and you know, I'll be giving you more information as it comes out. So please be sure to check in here at RapscallionGaming, and you know, please be sure to subscribe, rate the video, and I will see you guys next time. Rapscallion!